Hello, good afternoon guys. Welcome back dito sa Crypto Gamers page. So sa ngayon guys, i-review natin yung Gold Fever. So ito yung free to earn na bago na NFT game. So ang gameplay nito guys is para ka nagmamining, para ka may-ari ng isang mining company. So i-review natin yung website nila guys. Kung titignan ninyo, ito yung website nila. Yung graphics niya, maganda siya. Mayroon din white paper. Mamaya na lang natin i-download yung white paper niya. Ito yung available na media niya. Naka-screenshot nila. More on forex siya. Ano guys? Kasi nandyan yung mga mining. Then, i-play natin tong video na to. Ano ba tong video na to? Oh, ito yung parang intro ng laro. So parang magandang roleplay to guys, oh. At ang kagandahan nito, free to play. Then pag alimbawa nagustuhan mo na siyang laruin, mag-upgrade ka lang, magiging free to earn na yung account mo or pataasin mo lang yung label mo. Maganda pati pagkaka-render nila ng mga graphics guys. So malaking project to guys, kasi kung susumahin mo, malawak yung sakop ng game na to. I hope na maganda rin ang kitaan dito pag nag-decide ka na mag-play to earn na. Yung iba, ang pagkaalam ko dito guys, pag nag-start ka, free to play. Then pag gusto mo ng itaas mo lang yung label mo up to level 20 ata eh. Then mag-play to earn ka na. Asa ngayon, hindi ko pa alam kung magkano yung magagastos mo pag play to earn na. Okay, so yan yung video nila. I-close na natin guys. I-review na natin dito sa bandang baba. Ano ba yung Gold Fever na to? Ano bang klaseng laro ito? Gold Fever is a challenging free-to-play survival RPG hybrid that leverages the power of the blockchain to create a decentralized economy around its limited resources and various NFTs. Face the horrors of the dark and hunting jungle as you engage in fast-paced battles against the opposing faction. Complex terrain and widely varying characters, strength, and weaknesses make for intense and highly strategic fight. Ibig sabihin nito guys, ito yung mga opposing faction na sinasabi nila, yung mga tribes leader. Ito naman yung mga miner. Siyempre, di ba sa true to life naman guys, pag yung mga miner pumapasok sa mga lupain ng mga tribes, nag-aaway-away yung mga yan. So parang ganun yung nakikita ko gameplay nito. Through the power of an NFT, own the items you create, find or purchase, involved in developing the infrastructure required for player to navigate and play in our huge world, or acquire expensive plain or gold tools and rent them to other player. Use our governance token to vote and dictate the future of the game. Okay, so yung mga maglalaro, mayroon sila yung mayroon silang power to vote. Parang democratic way of governing ito. So, game features. Mayroon siyang battle arena, mayroon siyang collect. Ito yung magkukulik ka ng mga NFT. Ito yung play to earn. Ito yung gusto natin, play to earn. Ito yung earn, trade. Okay, balikan natin itong battle arena. Face the horror of the dark and hunting jungle as you engage in a fast-paced battle against opposing faction. Complex terrain and widely varying characteristics, strength and weaknesses make it intense and highly strategic battles. Siyempre, sa title pa lang alam na natin kung ano yan. Battle arena. Collect, so magkukolekta ka ng mga NFT like clothes, weapon, and other companion or kung ano yung pwede makolek mo. Itong play to earn naman, extract the gold represented by our native crypto token NGL. Please take note guys, in GL hindi pa ata available dito sa hindi pa na-release yung token na to. Using basic and complex gold tools, keep the token you save and use them to upgrade yourself or exchange for real money. Okay, kikita ka rin dito guys. Earn. Purchase NFTs that can earn passive income even when you're not playing the game. Purchase and rent out items needed by other players like planes, boats, and gold mining tools. Okay? So trade, alam na natin yung trade. How to play. Ito guys. Adventurer. Scout the eerie deep of the rainforest alone or work as a team. Survive and mine as much gold as you can when go claim opens. Keep the gold you manage to save and earn real money. Wow. Parang nakaka-excite siya guys. Sa nakikita ko yung website nila, very professional siya na nagawa. So ibig sabihin hindi biro-birong laro ito. Ibig sabihin guys, back talaga ito ng cryptocurrency, yung NGL nila. May future ito guys. Na-feature na rin ito dun sa mga ibang nagre-review ng game na to. Capitalist, purchase mining claims, then set the rules for the game between adventurer and tribals over the gold in GL. Contained in each mining claim map. Buy expensive object and rent them back to players. Okay, so ito yung kapitalista. Tribal, play as a tribesman and defend your territories against the greedy adventurers that try to exploit your sacred river. Receive bonuses for killing them, returning the stolen gold, and destroying their equipment. Ito yung ginagagawin ng mga tribal. Then, merchant. So, ito yung businessman siguro. Ito yung roadmap guys. So, nag-start ito ng last quarter ng 2020. So, mechanics, controls, basic survival system. First quarter ng 2021, map label integration of the above character. QT ng 2021, final game play, reverse plane, boat and mining. And then Q3 ngayon, Q3 tapos na. Final game label map Beta Island, custom props, custom character, custom clothes. Then Q4, ito na ngayon yun. Crypto integration, website game integration, EWS multiplayer full integration, cosmetic NFT sell out, beta release 1 with Beta Island. Wow. So ito yung breakout ng beta guys. Beta release 1 is on October. First beta tester access the Beta Island. They will be using testnet NFT and access mining claims. Beta release 2 November. More beta tester access the Beta Island. They will be able to do transaction on the website in the game using testnet NFT. Beta release 3 December. Beta tester and special invites can access the first free-to-play mining claims and extract real NGL. So, sa release 3 na, may mga i-invite sila. Hopefully, may invite tayo. It's my dream. Okay, sa Q1 naman, by next year, infrastructure NFT, sell-out, transportation NFT, rights acquiring, quest, partial economic function, partial Big Island release. Sa Q2 naman, next year, release of more areas, game economic balance, adding more than attraction points, expanding the story, partnership, and collaboration with other games for cross-integration as mini-games. Q3, so full economy function, continuous addition of attraction content, quest, signing on celebrities to be represented as NFT characters in the game. Wow! So kung napapanood niyo yung Gold Rush, yung sa Australia, parang nakikita ko parang ganito yun eh. Parang ganito yung concept ng game na to. Ito yung tokenomics nila. Native Gold Token. So NGL is the crypto token of Gold Fever. It can be purchased for exchanges of minted in the game. You can transfer your token from the game to an outside wallet or directly to an exchange and transform them into cash. Tokens are used to purchase in-game assets, cosmetics, or they can be burned or temporarily locked for a period to obtain the rights that will keep you discount, VIP access, rare items, and so on. So, ito yung distribution, guys. So, mining, okay, almost 43%. Staking is 10%. Hindi ko alam kung ano itong SHO. BZ round, 10%. Angle round, 38. Seed round. Marketing acquisition is 5.5%. Partnership, advice, and advisor, 5%. Team is 15%. Medyo malaki yung sa team nila, pero okay lang kasi kung titignan nyo yung games, guys, medyo malawak ito, medyo malaki ito. So, hindi ito biro. So, nakikita ko, may future tong laro na to. So, ito yung mga behind the scenes. Ito yung mga founder or the CEO. Okay, so tingnan natin yung sino CEO nila. Emelian Shukania, a serial entrepreneur, product and business manager with over 2 years of experience, an innovator, angel investor, and business builder with a detailed range of offline and online expertise, investing in crypto since 2016, but the 2018 ICO mess left him with a bitter taste, so he decided to approach it from another angle and try to do it how it's supposed to be done. Okay, so dito, based dito sa sinabi nila, parang nagkaroon ng downturn experience yung CEO. Then now, gusto niyang mag-twist yung future niya siguro sa crypto, kaya siya nag-build ng laro na ito. Anyway guys, let's see kung paano ito. Kasi sa nakikita ko, professionally built at saka pinunduhan talaga yung paggawa nila ng website pa lang. Tignan naman natin yung itong rights. Sa tingin ko parang wala pa to. Wala pa, guys. So, watch out kayo dito, guys, kasi ang pagkaalam ko dito, marirelease siya by 4th quarter. So, one of this day, pwede na siyang ma-release. Kaya, guys, kung gusto nyong kumita ng free, walang investment, itry nyo to. Malay nyo. Diba? Pare-parehas din tayong kumita. Okay, try natin yung nila. Try natin yung white paper nila. Bilisan na lang natin kasi masyadong mahaba. Kung gusto nyong i-detail, kayo na lang magbasa, guys. Okay? Ang website nito is goldfever.io. Ito yung white paper nila. Hanapin na lang natin, guys, yung importante. Dito tayo sa table of 10. Executive summary, the next generation structure of video games, basic plot, gameplay. Tapos, the next generation structure of video games, basic plot, basic gameplay, high level overview, how incentives work in Gold Fever. Okay, tingnan natin yung number 6. Tapos, the token, 1 game, 4 type of tokens. So, 6 and 8. Why so many tokens? Siguro yan. Okay, tingnan natin yung number 6 kasi yun naman yung pinaka-importante dyan. How incentives work in Gold Fever. When player first join Gold Fever, they will go through a sort of tutorial mode. Initial games are entirely free to play. Ito yung sinasabi ko. But as player progress, they will be encouraged to join games with real money on the line. Be carefully aligning economic incentives. Gold Fever aims to leverage economic forces to help the game achieve explosive growth. To understand how this works, let's take a look of high-level example of a typical match where the money is on the line. A typical round begins with a player who has purchased one or more mining claims using real money, initiating an arena using his claim license and obtain the rights to exploit the gold within the claims. The game will take place in one small section of the larger jungle game space. Gold takes the form of NGL or Gold Fever's native fungible token. The precise amount of gold or NGL contained in each map is determined by the amount contained in the claim license. However, there is an element of randomness that affects the final amount. So, ito yung sinasabi nila na there's an element of randomness that affect the final amount. Siguro ito yung guys, yung mga pag-aaway or climates. Kasi parang in real world siya ng mining. So may experience mo lahat yung na-experience ng mga nagmamining talaga. Also note that the total value of NGL contained in each mining claims is significantly more than the value of cryptocurrency spent by the buyers. Of course, alangan naman na magbibili ka ng claims, mas mahal pa yung pagkabili mo ng claims kaysa kikitain mo. Kayo naman, This is sustainable due to the economic of the ecosystem, which consists of several other revenue streams. Of course, mining claim owners are not the type to dirty their hands with the unpleasant business of digging for gold. So, they instead employ adventurers. So, ito yon, tayo to. The game provides owners with a fair amount of flexibility over the term of employment. For example, they might choose to offer adventurers the opportunity to keep 20% of whatever they find in the arena during the game. The owner also decided the time limit. Instead, maybe they will charge the adventurer an upfront fee to access his land, but offer them a more significant share of the spoils. Owner will need to adjust the incentives based on factors like the current availability of adventurers, the amount of gold remaining in their mining claims, and more. Already we can see the elements of the real economy are taking shape. However, we must not forget about the tribals. The landscape is crawling with these hostile natives, whose goal is to protect their land and the gold in it, while the tribal are motivated by the desire to appease their ancestral gods. The reality is that the tribal played by human player are not immune to corrupting forces of Gold Fever. See, tingnan niyo yung gameplay niya guys, para talagang in real world. So the role of tribal in the Gold Fever ecosystem is balancing the combined power of mining claim owners and adventurers, enhancing the gameplay and optimizing it for challenging fun. It's necessary to motivate players to take on the role of tribals. Thus, Julius and his company set the role for how tribal are compensated for their effort. The company determined the amount of gold that tribals keep for themselves based on how much gold they steal back and how to perform during the round. So, ibig sabihin guys, tayo rin pala yung maglalaro as a tribal. So, parang parang pag-aaway-awayin. Pero, mayroon ding parang yung magkaaway talaga. Then, yung isa, alam mo yung nanakawin mo yung gold na nakuha ng isa para ibalik doon sa ancestral mo or ibalik doon sa mountains. So parang ganon. Note, the adventurer may be hesitant to join in too many highly motivated tribals are out to steal their gold. Therefore, the company dynamically adjusts the incentives put rival towards the goal of achieving the optimal balance. As we can see, many considerations come into play, making Gold Fever a game with a high potential for extreme varied outcomes. Magandang laro ito guys. Kung titingnan nyo yung gameplay niya, medyo malawak siya talaga. Napakalawak. At the end of each game, any NGL, the adventure did not extract remain in the mining claims, meaning the owner can host another arena at the later time. Maganda yung guys, yung pumili ka ng claims, kaya lang sobrang mahal, 1,000 eh. 1 Ethereum ata. As it might be expected, gold formed the backbone of the Gold Fever economy. It's critical to remember that gold or NGL has value in the real world, making Gold Fever economy very different from most. Players spend money to buy the mining claims license containing gold. NGL as an ERC-20 currency can be exchanged subject to some conditions for any other token and eventually into player local currency. Native gold, of course, also has value in the virtual world and is the main currency in game. It can be used as a form of payment to join arenas, buy valuable objects, or fun perks. Each map contains artifacts and bonus items that can be added to players' inventory, such as weapon, survival kit, beast of burden, gold extraction skills, and more. The items player find along the way stay with their character for use in future arena and can be both sold and traded amongst other players by visiting one of the markets in the towns at the edge of the jungle. So imagine guys, ang galing talaga ng gameplay nito. Parang nakikinita ko na hopefully makalaro tayo nito. Further player must navigate through the larger map that contain of entire virtual space. Doing so may require the use of in-game items like railroad, airplanes, and other transportation methods. This allows the player to build infrastructure and provide additional possibilities for developing the game. Note that privilege such as rights to own infrastructure in the game must be obtained and represented as an important form of the revenue for the company. Having gone through the high-level overview of the game basic structure, let's drill down into the details. So, Gold Fever deploy a variety of incentives and mechanisms that are designed to kickstarter development, ensure compliance, drive growth, retain the balance of in-game resources, make the game fun and challenging, ensure the game in fair balance, allow the game to scale, and ensure profitability of the company. Ito yung token guys. Yung token nila, apat daw yung token nila, pero kayo na bahala magbasa. Anyway guys, this is not a financial advice. So, do your own research before investing in any crypto game or any crypto currency token. Bahala kayo. But for me, sa nabasa ko, this game is worth to invest. Para sa akin yung guys is worth to invest. Pero before kayo mag-invest, pag-isipan nyo muna at pag-aralan nyo muna. Okay? So, kayo na bahala magbasa nito guys. Hindi ko na iisa-isahin yan kasi masyado nang mahaba yung video natin. Anyway guys, kung natuwa kayo or may natutunan kayo sa video na to, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share yung channel natin para at least mas marami pa tayong ma-review na crypto NFT games. Okay guys, maraming salamat!